Hello, hello, for everybody who somehow stuck around. Thank you. All right, so just before I start, quick title change. There we go. Now it's working with everybody's standards. All right, so the question of the day, I want a unionized computing security job. Is that unrealistic? Let's find out. Quick disclosure, this presentation doesn't represent the publicly or privately held opinions of RITSEC as an organization or the sponsors it has, nor is it a specific response to or attack on those opinions. This is the POV of me. Clap for the sponsors! Yeah. Anyway, who am I? This is me. I'm a second year something security BSMS. I'm product teaming Unrealistic, so sign up. And I'm looking for co-ops. Flushed emoji. You know, when you say it out loud. All right, I also tour people around the campus, improv for some reason, and this presentation is a PSYOP. It's just me coming up here to petition everybody to do a club ski trip. All right, so I just threw a million words at you. The important one was union, and some of you are going to look at me with 7 heads when I said that. Union Select showed up on a presentation earlier. Is that what I'm talking about? Maybe? Is union that thing your dad yelled at on Fox News? Maybe? What am I even talking about? Gritty. So, the process of having a union is pretty simple. If I tell a company to like fix something, or I'm going to stop working, or something like that, they can just fire me. Why would I do that? But if half the people there work there all say this at the same time, they kind of have to listen. So this, in a very simplified way, is a principle of a union. They speak for the members on policies, they hold votes, they collect dues, and they support workers with built-up funds when strikes happen, usually when management doesn't agree to a proposed plan or when people are unjustly fired for some reason. The workers generally earn about 10% more on average when unionized than without, and pay gaps that have been cut into a lot further within those populations. And they are why we have only an 8-hour workday. They're why we have a weekend. They're why you have a family leave. They're why you can get sick days. They're why you can get pensions. It's a very important thing to have around. But, and this is why I disclose stuff, companies don't really like them. Any concession made, I just lost my speaker notes. Any concession that a company makes to employees is a loss from their bottom line. And any way you're treated like a valuable human being ever is something that's been fought over for a long, long period of time. People will lobby Congress a lot to avoid paying you just a little bit more or doing anything to help you out. And they'll try to break up any attempt at organization with like bad faith arguments, promise of a promotion, something in that vein. Decent modern example would be how many companies are fighting to turn full-time employees into independent contractors. See Uber, Lyft, Instacart, DoorDash, et cetera, et cetera. They fork hand over fist making sure that full-time employees, you are not. But here's the thing, I write malware, I don't do a McDonald's job, I don't drive people around, so why in the hell do I need to care about this? The principles involved are actually beneficial at pretty much every level. And I just skipped a slide. Membership does not rob you of individuality or force stuff on you. It's worth what it is, and it's more than the drawbacks that you get thrown at you every single second. And technology industries have started to need this a lot more. If you've looked at any games industry headline in the past 3 years, this stuff is very much needed as a response to misconduct. So if you're a security person, do you handle the problem before it happens or months after? You handle it beforehand. So that's why it's worth looking into this stuff before it's very much needed in the industry. Which is why it's curious that there's no options. There's plenty of signs that point to the potential for the industry to receive a push, along with the tech giants that they compete with, and yet crackdowns have come at it. There's been opinion pieces trying to frame cybersecurity as antithetical to the rights of workers. It's a very weird path to take, but it's been said over and over again. It's just privacy versus security in weird packaged terms. And so there's not many opportunities beyond a few giants. If you saw here, Google, Blizzard, 7 Seas, New York Times. It's a pretty small list at the moment. So if I'm actually interested in this stuff, then what do I have to model off? Well, the closest I have is Google. So hypothetically, this isn't a real situation. Hypothetically, I'm a student that I just got hired at Google after graduating, and the entry-level benefits are all right, and Google doesn't slam me with demands immediately. And then I get assigned a project that looks absolutely horrid, and I oppose it completely. And anything I try to advocate just gets pushed back completely. And then I learned how mobility in the company works. That is a real screenshot about why Google completely drops products like a month after they send them out into the ether. It's because all of their promotions are based on launching products. So if you don't know why Stadia is stopping, if you don't know why Google Voice is an ether, et cetera, it's because people get money because they launch a product, not because they keep it running. So if you were to learn that as an employee, that would be an interesting way to keep a career. So here is the Alphabet Workers Union. That's the one that works with Google. They have about 900 or so members right now, and they collect 1% of your annual salary every single month, so about 12% on the year, which means that you give them $62 a month if you make $75,000 per year. And the members control the funding pool as a big group, and interns can join it. PSA for co-op students. If you somehow land a Google co-op, this can affect you somehow. So what would he even be paying for? I'm not paying executives or leaders, but I might be paying staff to maybe organize an event or something in the vein. I'm skipping a slide again. I'm contributing to a pool of money that can keep me afloat if anything occurs and I can't actually get my money. I'm funding legal support. I can get a representative to help me if anything goes wrong, and I'm supporting their infrastructure. So not much yet. It's mostly a pay for peace of mind right now. I would surely benefit from anything that changes, and hopefully so with other companies that I might work at in the future, but there's not enough specialized small ones taking this on for it to really be something that's a consideration, something realistic yet. So it might not be worth the return on investment right now. It's maybe still worth it to support others, but not right now. Okay, so the answer is no. So then what now? Like, what do I do? Yeah, I know this is a thing I want, but I can't really get it right now. So then what? So if I'm looking at this, like the person that I talked to 3 days ago on the New York bus trip, they're saying focus on the culture of the company, not whether they have one of these. So, okay, what does that even mean? So if I'm not job hunting yet, jobs like you when you work for them. They don't like you as a person. So find people who do like you as a person, professionally. Flushed emoji, no matter what. Do you want to turn your interest into a career? Maybe consider whether you want to. If you tie that thing to a paycheck for your whole life, you might like it a lot less. And make sure you can work to live instead of living to work. RIT does have things beyond career prep, so don't think that you have to dive every single minute of your time here into making yourself look good as a professional person. Once you actually are looking at this stuff, graduating, going on co-op, find out about company mobility, find out about coworker salaries, set your time boundaries and actually stick to them, and look for red flags in past company behavior. If they go up to you and say that everyone in our executive team stayed in the office all 2 years, that doesn't mean good things for anybody who's not the executive team. That is an irrelevant headline. Don't worry, that's not real. Do I have to explain what the Onion is? People in the industry who may already look to organize, this is my Discord. Hi, tell me everything that you can know. Okay, maybe also let Ritzek know about everything. Flush emoji. So is it unrealistic? Yes, for now, but hopefully that might soon change. All right, thank you. Questions? Yeah. Hypothetical. Yeah, no, I have not talked to Google yet. I've mainly talked to other companies on co-ops that don't have this as a possibility yet. So that's why I was looking into this, because I saw other similar areas to where I am having this as a slight possibility and wondering where the heck that shot was for me. Maybe not right now. Maybe when I graduate, it might have spread enough that it's something worth considering. but I mean that's again still hypothetical at the moment. But laying out that it's something I want, knowing what to look for, it still seems worth it, even if it's not there yet. Mm-hmm. Anything else? Cool. All good.